right now?
Yeah, except you have Hydras and I have roaches, which is good for me.
You don't like Hydras at all? Oh, you're one of those.
Well, I like Hydras, sure. Hydra Infestor can be good.
I like mixing in Hydras with roaches. I think if you've got enough roaches in front to tank, I think the DPS that Hydras can deliver is insane, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. But also, you're relying on Infestors now, which is good. Just in general, like, I could, what you call it? Like, if I get a good flank, like, if I can't attack your Hydras.
Yeah, no, if you can get in close enough to start dealing damage to the Hydras, then,
Or just attack from two sides.
Yeah, then it falls apart completely. So I try to use fungal growth to control that a little bit.
Right, that makes sense.
Also, when the numbers get too large, you have to be a little bit careful, because if you spend, if you have to do too much moving around, then you'll be taking tons and tons of free shots. Okay. Huh. Whoops, that was pretty bad.
I lost a bunch of
Whoops. Super BM.
pretty BM.
That's alright though, because I've been macroing so bad that I can inject with one queen on both bases. I think that might have been really bad for you.
Yeah.
That's another really risky thing about splitting the army up. If I have fungal, if I can isolate half your army, it's like auto GG.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the DPS of the Hydras are doing pretty good now.
I think this push was a little too risky.
Maybe a little bit, yeah, you should just back and take your advantage, maybe. Because you had your third running.
Yeah.
It seems like it could work now.
I think if you would have, I think you might have actually been able to push into my main, when you made those lings.
Maybe, I don't know. I didn't want to risk it.
Yeah, because if you lose all those lings, that could be bad. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that might be something to look at, too.
Yeah.
I mean, what I did this game, I think I pretty much responded to what you did almost perfectly, and that I quickly abandoned my expansion. I don't think I lost anything except for that one hatchery, you know, when those lings came in.
Right. But at the same time, I'm like, if we watch the replay, I'm pretty sure I caught up. And then, like, you won at that attack.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I'm not saying that you were behind or anything. I'm just saying that maybe that's something to look into.
Right, like, if you look at upgrades, like, when we fought, 2-2 against 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0, yeah.
And their armies were probably pretty similar. I just shouldn't have tried to flank against the festers. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't have engaged at all. I was planning to attack you when I got 2-2 though, so I should have just not attacked you when I was 2-2.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I guess. I mean, you can see how the strategy like works. It didn't really put me behind.
Why do you say this only works on Xel'Naga?
Just because the first flank roller covers the ramp from the start. Like in other maps, like because you have to wait. Because you have to wait for shit. What do you call it? You have to wait for 2 queens to block the ramp.
Uh-huh.
So before that, you're pretty susceptible to like links and shit like that if you don't.
Oh, so this might be able to work on like in some Metalopolis bases then, right?
Yeah, in some Metalopolis bases, but the thing is also, as you were saying, like the best counter to this is like if they fast expand and go super macro mode and handle this perfectly, then that's the best counter to it. So the thing is, if it's a Metalopolis, they will always most of the games fast expand. Where this map is, the fast expansion is like harder to defend. There's also like an off chance that they will not fast expand, and that's, you know, it's just better ratio. Like, because basically, what it is if they handle it perfectly, I'll be a little bit behind, but that's it.
Yeah, sure.
And that's
Yeah, I think the guy that's obsing, he messaged me. He said that at that point right before we fought, I think we were identical on workers between like 2 to 4 points of each other. So.
Yeah, exactly. And my upgrades.
And your upgrades, yeah. So and if you could manage to not lose those mutas, you can also poke around with those more too. Losing those mutas was kind of a little sloppy.
Yeah, and that was I mean, it was also fuck, I'm losing all my words here. Oh yeah, that's also like taking into account that you took pretty much minimum damage from
yeah.
Things, and you were being super greedy before them.
Yeah, I also think and then also since I respond if I see mutas flying to my base, my first instinct isn't going to be to drop a roach warren. So I mean, if you throw down a baneling nest, you might be able to do massive damage with that ling army you had too.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, since you went Hydra first, I could just drop a baneling nest. I could have, but it's not what I usually do, so I just didn't do it.
Sure.
Like, I was trying to show you like the build.
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, I think you should have like, you knew I was going to Muta, so maybe get an extra queen and roaches would be better than straight Hydras.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
I like to try. I don't know. It's iffy. Generally, that's usually no. I mean, that's definitely the best response. But I've lost some games, really fucking stupid games, where I'll throw up the extra queen and I'll have 4 queens or whatever, and then the guy flies into my base with like 20 muta, and it's like, why did you continue to mass? Or like they harass with a 7, and then when they come back the next time, they've got like 15 because the guy thinks that massing muta is a good idea, and since I only have queens to defend.
I guess even Infestor it might be better than Hydra first, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I should have dropped the Infestation Mount right away, actually. Because if I drop the Infestation Mount right away, not only does it help me with the muta, if you do decide to go Baneling and I get one good fungal off on a group of Banelings, like, it's horrible for you.
Yeah, for sure. But, I mean, the Hydras against this particular thing were not bad at all because, like, since you had a high Hydra count right away, it kind of, like, scared me into stop droning.
Oh, because you thought I could push?
You could. Like, if, like, this build is kind of, like, super safe, right? At all points in the game. But if you have the Hydras to move out, then you can actually move out. Unlike if you have Queens or Infestors.
Yeah, sure.
So, like, the threat of that many Hydras out was, like, I can't drone up any more than just minimum saturation. And then that kind of put me, like, almost all in, kind of. I would usually drone a little more and take my 3rd and then defend that. But instead I just decided to go for a timing attack with 2-2.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
Indeed! Okay. I'm gonna go watch a movie.
What movie you guys watching?
GG. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Cute?
Yeah, cute.
Well, keep me updated. Have fun. See you later.
For sure. Take care, man.